So this video is a behind the scenes look at what we get up to in a 1 week's work. So we're going to do something a little bit different, and today we are starting with a day off and we're doing brewing some beer.
Jake called this a day off, which I suppose it kind of is, but brewing beer is something we eventually want to develop into a business, potentially. We'd love to own our own bar one day, that's one of our ambitions. So this is Joe, who was brewing with us. Looks very surprised.
He's not, he knew we were brewing with us.
Yeah.
Yeah, he knew he was brewing. He hasn't just realised it, he knows, yeah.
Oh look, I'm brewing.
So we're trying to develop a few beer recipes of our own and then get some people to taste it, and I suppose the next step from that is to start selling it. I'm guessing there's a few more bits in between, but that's the general route that we're going to try and go down, and today we're making an IPA.
So this is the last stage of brewing. We are cooling the beer as it comes from the grain father into the fermenter, which is where it will be left for 2 weeks while it becomes alcoholic, and we'll transfer it to keg for another 2 weeks while it conditions. So this has taken us about 8 hours, which is a nice long process, but we've had a few beers, played a few games, it's been quite cool. So yeah, brewing, fermenting, Fermentosaurus. Yep, and we'll see you tomorrow morning for day 2, where we have a 2 or 3 hour drive to our wedding. It's going to be a long day. See you early in the morning. So this is day 2, and we are currently in the car on the way to film a wedding, and this is the last wedding of the year, so it's a pretty good one.
Yep, we've had a good year for weddings. We've had this is our 40th wedding of 2019, so we've been to a few.
So we've made it down to the Cotswolds, the wedding venue. This is Chris of Blues Photography, working with him again, and we've got dressed, and now it's time to film the day.
Game time.
It's all about to kick off, and everyone's in the back, the groom, the guests, the bride is coming. And that's Chris Danton, he's excited, let's do it. So we are on the way home after a really good wedding actually, and it is quite late, and when we get home it's going to be mega late or mega early, depending on...
It'll actually be tomorrow. We've been out of the house about 16 hours so far, and it'll be technically tomorrow morning when we get home. So it's day 3. Yesterday doing the wedding was quite a long day, so this morning, the first few hours, if I'm being honest, I'm just going to make probably about 10 cups of tea, watch Netflix for a few hours, take it easy. This afternoon I will probably get back on track, get it in the office, and I'll back up the footage from yesterday, make sure it's all in the right folders. That streamlines our workflow when it comes to editing. Going over any admin that I missed in the last couple of days when we've been brewing beer and out shooting. Just the general day-to-day boring sort of reality of running a small business for yourself. Putting a few gyozas on the steamer. Have a 5-minute break, and then I'll be getting back to editing. Jake is here.
How you going?
Better late than never.
It's alright. Today I am knackered because yesterday was a very long day. And I know I'm late, but let me explain. The reality of owning your own business is some days you will work for 16 hours, 18 hours or more, and other days like today you might only work for a few. But it is that give and take that makes a business work. And you never really get a full day off. You never get a chance to switch your brain off, whether it's answering a couple of emails or just getting that extra hour's work in. You will constantly be busy. But the benefit of owning your own business is that when it goes right, it is incredibly rewarding. Tomorrow we have a full day planned, so catch us then. So welcome back to day 4, and we are currently up in Clitheroe, where we've been meeting some clients.
Yeah, we've got lots of weddings booked in for next year, and we've been out meeting the clients, getting an idea of what their itinerary is going to look like for their big day. Weddings are really good for being able to forecast for the business, because we've got bookings into next year and into the year after. We kind of know where we're going to be, and it gives us a chance to try to build the business, because we know that the money is secure.
Yep, and it also means we get to come to all these really cool places like this right now, Bowland Brewery, and it is cool as anything.
So we got to Manchester a few hours early and it's freezing cold, so we've nipped into Brewdog to get a beer. I actually got Jake shares in Brewdog for his birthday earlier on this year, so he gets a bit of a discount at the bar, which is nice.
Yep, and it's a great way to pass these few hours before our next meeting of the day, which is at a place called Duke's 92, about another wedding next year. So it's been a really successful day. That's the second meeting of the day done and another confirmed booking, putting us up to 38 weddings next year.
Yeah, we did 40 this year. Our aim is to beat that next year, and we're well on the way. I'm just sending the contract off now to get that locked in, and then we're going to go and meet our friends from Christopher Lewis Photography to get some tacos.
So this is our last appointment of the day. It's meeting up with Chris and Vic. Oh, hello. And we're going to have a few beers, a few tacos, and figure out how we are going to smash 2020 and make it the best year yet for both of our businesses.
Well, first we've got tacos to eat. Yeah.
Yeah, we have. This is day 5 and we are brewing once again. The reason why we are brewing more than once in a week is because we are trying to replicate a recipe to prove to ourselves that we can make a consistent beer every brew, so we can then take that beer to market. So that is what we're doing today, and we are currently right in the middle of it.
So once we've proven we can do it consistently, we're going to bottle it, we'll take it to a few shops around here who sell specialist like craft beers, try and get a bit of feedback, generate a bit of interest, and then the plan from then is to see if anybody wants to buy it from us.
So welcome to Rivington Barn, where this is day 6, and today we are filming something a little bit different.
Yep, we're doing an advert for the DJ slash entertainer slash personality who is running this evening, Pat Mulligan. We've met him through our time in the wedding scene. He does a lot of weddings. He's actually going to be DJing at my wedding in a few weeks' time. And we're just going to capture everything we can.
Yep, it's going to be a fantastic evening.
Hi.
Here he is, the man himself.
How you doing, mate? You're right.
Good. Very well. We are currently in the car on our way to fly some drones.
Yep, I have my PFCO, which is basically your permission for commercial operations. And if you want to charge as part of a service to another client, that, you know, drones, aerial footage, that kind of thing, you need to have this certificate. So far, I've had to do all the drone flying, but we're stepping it up to 2 shooting teams, so Jake needs it too.
Yep, and as part of me getting my PFCO, so I can legally fly the drones, I need to go and get some more practice on, which you have to have a minimum amount of flight time before they'll allow you to take the test. So we've checked the weather, we've checked all the maps to make sure where we're going is safe, and with Josh's guidance, I'm going to go and practice. So that is it. That is the end of a pretty busy week for us. We're going to take the afternoon to ourselves. I'm heading over to Manchester to catch up with some friends, and Josh?
I'm off to Sheffield for a few drinks as well, because like I said, we need to make sure we take some time off every now and again.
As you can tell, I am all the way over in Manchester now. I've come here to meet up with my missus and a few of our friends to go to a concert. It's very important to me to do things like going to concerts and to keep active and to try and keep inspired by other people who are being creative. So this is one of my favourite things to do and I absolutely can't wait. So I'll catch you guys in the next video.
I can't take the world, I can't take the pride.